Taking a look at Donald Trump's chart for the upcoming lunar eclipse. Before I begin, anything that I am saying is a non-biased viewpoint. I am looking at the astrology and what the astrology is showing in the chart. If you guys could hit that like and subscribe button, that would help this channel and video to be shared to more people. If you are interested in a personal birth chart reading, my link is in the description below. Schedule a free 15-minute consultation with me and we can look at your chart and see what is in store for your future. Eclipses happen and they have an influence up to 6 months, 6 to 8 months, could even be up to a year. He was born June 14th, 1946 at 10:54 a.m., Jamaica, Queens, New York. His ascendant is in Leo. 29 degrees of Leo is ascendant line, and Mars is next to his ascendant. He has Pluto in the first house. His sun is at 22 degrees of Gemini, and his moon is at 21 degrees of Sagittarius, fifth house. Something that I have noticed of a lot of leaders' charts is they have this sun at 22 degrees. 22 degrees in astrology is a important degree. It signals to end or be ended. I'm not saying anything about any leader's lives, but it's to end or be ended. And that could be maybe showing that they're ending the old ruler to come in as a new ruler. Could be that they're ending old laws and rules to begin new rules and laws. But it's very apparent that many leaders have their sun at 22 degrees. Sun is the ruler of this chart. It's in the 11th house, next to the North Node. Uranus is there. Gemini. It is their speech, your communication, speaking with many people, speaking with large amounts of people. The sun was opposite to the moon. It was a full moon that occurred when he was born. I believe this was an eclipse that was occurring when he was born. The North Node eclipse, this was a South Node eclipse because the South Node is next to the moon. Challenges, it's showing challenges. This could be challenges around, I want to say gambling because he did have casinos. Could be challenges around those casinos. But it could also be showing challenges around finances at different aspects of life and showing that to overcome them. But it could be sudden downfall followed by sudden overcoming those challenges as well, especially with Uranus here. Sudden losses and sudden gains at the same time. Pluto in the first house, powerful, very powerful, showing that there is power behind. He is seen as a powerful person. With the Mars next to the ascendant, it's aggressive. It's this aggressive type of power. Mars next to the ascendant to the 29 degrees, it's like he has done this before. He knows how to be a leader. Mercury, Saturn, and Venus, all in the 12th house. This is the mental. This is the psychological aspect. Things that are hidden. And Venus is here. Venus in the chart usually brings beauty to wherever Venus is. So the mind could be beautiful. His mind, the way he thinks, could have some, it's like his thoughts could create beauty. Like I said, wherever Venus is in the chart, that's where beauty is in your chart. So perhaps he brings his thoughts into reality because Saturn is next to Venus. But there could also be challenges there with those thoughts, meaning maybe he has a hard time bringing some of his thoughts into reality, and that is a challenge for him. Mercury is there, his words, but he speaks. He can speak his words into reality, we could say. Like I said, there's that Saturn there, so there is a challenge around the thoughts. Neptune, Jupiter, and Chiron, all in this third house. This has to do with relationships to siblings, relationships in communities. It's like there's this grand, large presence in communities, but yet there's something that needs to be healed within. Sun opposite the moon. Inner world and outer world could have conflict. Wanting to go towards the destiny, yet emotionally could be holding himself back. Sun and the moon are trying to natal Jupiter. Expansive emotions. He puts his heart and emotions into what he does to the people around him. People surround him. He puts the hearts and emotions into it. He's connected to his people around him emotionally. Neptune here is the dreams, the hopes, the wishes. What he wishes could be for the benefit, but that doesn't necessarily mean it actually happens for the benefit. Saturn squaring to Jupiter. There's a conflict of what wants to be done versus what is done. He could speak a lot of what he wants to be done, but if it does not necessarily get done due to different hurdles and challenges that might pop up and appear. This is the lunar eclipse. This is taking place in the 8th and the 2nd house. 12 degrees, Sun in Pisces, 8th house. 12 degrees, Moon in the 2nd house in Virgo. There's no aspects of the Sun to any of his planets or the Moon to any of his planets in his birth chart. We have Mercury squaring the Sun, Chiron sextile the Sun, and Vertex squaring the Sun. The ruler of this moon is Mercury. Mercury is currently retrograde and it's squaring the Sun and the Moon. Mercury retrograde is currently squaring natal Moon, natal Sun. Mercury's at 20 degrees, so it's the north node, the Sun, the Moon, and the south node. This is a south node eclipse because the south node is next to the Moon. 2nd house, 11th house, 5th house, and 8th house. And Saturn and Neptune recently entered into his 9th house. The vision that he has, the philosophies that he has towards, say, the country of the United States, because he is the president of the United States. Mercury retrograde is in the 8th house because it's his north node, his Sun, his Moon, the south node. There is something to go over, redo, look at, to reconsider. Perhaps the direction of what he's doing or where he's going is being reevaluated. Perhaps he is reevaluating some sort of situation that has to do with allies of different countries and also could have to do with the freedoms of countries, the United States specifically. Allies of different countries. 2nd house, finances. Okay, so something with the finances is pretty apparent here. Finances of the country, finances of even personal finances. Something needs to be re-looked at. Perhaps emotional decisions are coming back to be looked at again. Perhaps they need to be re-gone over. Perhaps the finances of the country have to be reevaluated. Perhaps there's money being given to allies that need to be rethought. It's emotional. There's an emotional pressure here to make a decision. What decision will I make? Is it going to be good for the all or good for just the allies? Uranus is squaring to Mars. Jupiter is squaring to natal Jupiter. So natal Uranus is transiting Uranus is squaring to natal Mars. Next, close to that ascendant. And it's squaring the ascendant. Okay, so this is a very critical time for him. 29 degrees is the degree of the star Regulus. Back in 2020, forget what year it was. I don't know if it was 22, 23, 24. There was the attempted assassination on Donald Trump. Because it's his Mars that Uranus is squaring near that. It's not near the ascendant yet. There could be threats on him, a threat taken towards him. It could be threat on other countries. Okay, this could be, because Mercury's here, something's in turmoil. Some either words are causing turmoil, a decision that he's made is causing turmoil, or his thoughts could be causing turmoil. Jupiter is squaring to natal Jupiter. His thoughts, his emotions, something is causing some turmoil. Uranus squaring to natal Mars. Okay, so Uranus is squaring also a lot of fortune. So The decisions that he makes under this lunar eclipse are going to have rippling effects. Okay? Any leader makes a decision, they have rippling effects. This one seems to be more critical. Critical in the sense that it could affect many, many people. It could affect, it's like there's a decision that if I choose this, it will affect these types of people. If I make this decision the other way, it will affect these types of people. There's a decision that is split, that is difficult to make because it's going to have a rippling effect, whether it's on maybe allies of different countries or possibly even the people of the country. It's like there's a gamble that it is going to be taken. Which way will I roll the dice and how will they come out? Uranus squaring to natal Mars and natal ascendant is challenging. It's like a decision that he makes is like his life depends on it type of decision, or the lives of other people depend on it. It's in the 8th house. It's could be with the finances of the country are in jeopardy or are in play. If I do this, then the people will be affected. If I do this, then our allies will be affected. There is a critical decision here around this time. Uranus and Mars, that is action that's taken, strong action. This could be military action. It could be a military decision to be made. Do I attack these people or do I not attack these people? Or do I attack this country or this country? It looks like there could be military action taken that affects the finances of either other countries or the United States. Jupiter squaring to natal Jupiter. Whatever the decision is, it will have expansive results. And it looks like it could be with more of people in the United States is going to affect more so. It'll affect other people worldwide, regardless. Pluto in the 7th house is different partnerships. It's trining to natal Neptune. So it's as if the decisions that he's making could be beneficial for the United States, but perhaps not beneficial for the allies. Or a decision made affects the allies and the people, regardless, no matter which way he makes the decision. Trying to make decisions that are beneficial for the United States. It's a very spiritual type of momentum here with the partnerships. Trying to do what's good for the benefit of humanity, we could say. Jupiter squaring to Jupiter, though, there's rippling effects here of whatever the decision is. And I want to say the 8th house, Neptune, is the ruler of this chart. Neptune is in the 3rd house. Attempt on his life, it could be more so not right this second. It could be more when Uranus is at 29 degrees of Taurus, which will not be until that could be when that occurs. Some sort of attempt on his life, but it's going to be a public attempt. It's not going to be that you hear about it in the news. Oh, there was. It's going to be a public thing. We'll have to take a look at that later on as it gets closer, because we'll have to see what else is going on in the chart. But as of right now with this eclipse, it's a decision that has to be made that is going to affect one group or another. Looks like there could be military action taken to get the job done. It could affect the finances of the people of the United States, could affect finances of other countries as well. It's as if this decision is riding on everything. Everything's at stake here. Because it's Mercury retrograde, there could be repercussions and it might not turn out the way as intended, and likely you'll have to come back to re-go over this decision. If I was giving advice to President Donald Trump, I would tell him whatever his decision is, I would try to push it off as long as possible until Mercury was direct, because regardless of the decision that is made right now, it's going to have to be looked at and re-examined again when Mercury goes direct. If you are looking for a personal birth chart reading, link is in the description below. Make a free 15-minute consultation to understand what's coming up in the future, or just for your birth chart. And I would be happy to help you on your journey. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, and share.